Hi everyone, DeAnn here. Welcome to the Halloween edition of DeAnn's Daily Adventures. What makes it the Halloween edition? Well, I'm going to play a sound effect for you and you can guess what it is, but I'm not going to tell you until the end of the video. So, here it goes. Do you think you know what it is? Let me know in the comments below, but no cheating, you have to guess before the end of the video. Anyway, Halloween has never been one of my favorite holidays, ever. As a kid, getting bundled up was miserable, and I live out in the country, so we'd have to drive from place to place. And being in a wheelchair, my parents had to get me in and out of the car if I wanted to go to the door to get the candy. Nowadays, you just go to a group party and get as much candy as you want, and so that's definitely the way to go. We just had our first snowfall here in Minnesota, and it reminded me of the blizzard, I think it was in '91, Halloween blizzard, where we got like 30 inches of snow or some ridiculous amount like that. And I remember we got home from school all excited to go trick-or-treating, and it was snowing like crazy. We made it to one house and turned around and went home. So that was not very fun either, but it just indicates that winter is on its way for sure and summer is over. So I'm not too happy about that. Anyway, I wanted to give you just a little bit of an update on my Spinraza. I know a lot of you are following for that reason. I've had 3 loading doses. My 4th loading dose is going to be on November 16th. Unfortunately, I really haven't seen any results yet. Every once in a while I think I feel my muscles more, but as far as improvements go, I haven't noticed anything. I just recently had that cold that really kicked my butt. It's finally pretty much gone away. I still wake up with a little bit of a rattle in the morning. It lasted a good 3 weeks. And a couple of my PCAs said they thought I had a stronger cough. But really it's kind of hard to measure that. And then a friend of mine had stopped by who I hadn't seen since before the Spinraza injections. And she thought I was moving my left arm, my bad arm, a little bit more. But again, I haven't really noticed anything. And I am a little bit bummed about that because really, when you think about it, I have, what, $375,000 worth of Spinraza in me. And really no bang for the buck. I know a lot of people have noticed pretty much right away a difference. Other people I've heard have noticed subtle changes after the 4th injection. So I'm hoping that's the case for me. And I probably will continue Spinraza for at least a year just to see. I think we're planning on doing the physical therapy assessment again before the next maintenance dose, or the first maintenance dose. So that would be, I think, like in February, if I did the math right. And maybe there will be changes on that because they also do a pulmonary function test. So if there's changes that I'm not noticing, maybe they'll show up on those tests. So fingers crossed. I'll keep you posted again how the 4th loading dose goes. And since this is a video on what activities that I do, I just wanted to let you know about a movie that I went to. Our movie theater just remodeled, and I was a little nervous how the seating was going to be. They put in reclining chairs, and when they were remodeling, I peeked into a theater, and I thought, oh no, it's horrible because these high back chairs, I'll never be able to see over them. Fortunately, I was pleasantly surprised when we went to a movie. We went to A Mountain Between Us, I think it's called. And I could just see over the seats, so that was good. And the handicap seating was pretty good. My family was able to sit next to me. It's kind of strange, this seating, when you buy your tickets, you choose where you want to sit. Which I think is a good thing, because then we don't go into the theater and have to ask people to move. I've had to do that before because there's a limited amount of handicap seating. So, as far as the movie goes, I would call it a good rental. It's based on a book, and my mom and sister both read the book, but I hadn't. They had the paperback version, and I only read on my electronic device, and I didn't feel like paying for it. That's what I mean by a cough. Pretty wimpy cough, too. Anyway, I didn't feel like purchasing the book on my electronic device, so I just went to the movie. And I thought the movie was okay. The chemistry between the two characters wasn't that great, but the scenery was beautiful, and the plot was a little bit predictable, I guess. But it had its good moments. My mom and sister, who read the book, hated the movie. They said they changed way too much from the book, and not for the better, I guess. So if you want to see that movie, I would recommend waiting till it comes out. So anyway, if you're wondering what that noise was that I played at the beginning of the video here, that was my wheelchair motors. They've been squeaking for about a year, and since my wheelchair is about 4 years old, I am eligible for a new one when it is 5 years old. However, I really like this wheelchair, so I want to keep it running as long as possible. So earlier this spring, when the noise became more prevalent, I decided to request new motors. And it took about 6 months to get them approved and in. So my recommendation is, if you hear a squeak in your wheelchair, get it checked out. And if you need parts, get them ordered right away, because it is a process to get them. But now my wheelchair is nice and quiet. I'm anxious for my next shot because I won't be squeaking down the hallway when I go to the hospital. That was kind of, everyone said I needed WD-40 or something, but it was the new motors that did the trick. So anyway, I guess that's it for today. I will let you know closer to the shot how everything is going. And let's cross our fingers that this snow on the ground melts. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.